What is up, Facebook and YouTube family? This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edini Hospital Stop by. Currently here doing zodiac readings. I am on water signs. So let's get into the energy of Scorpio. 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 Oh, Scorpio. Oh. All right. So what's up, Weedy? Let's get the main character energy. I'm shuffling, and this card wanted to come out. We have Seven of Wands. You need to stand your ground. You may have a lot of people against you, but you gotta follow your heart and your ground on what you believe um, you need to do. Let's get clarifiers for the Seven of Wands. We have the Three of Cups and the Hierophant. Whoa. Spirit is pushing you, your ancestors and spirit guides are pushing you either to lead, to maybe find a mentor. Let's get more cards to clarify this Seven of Swords. Find a mentor um, so that you can heal, because the Star card just came out. Your wishes and wish upon a star, wish is coming true. You being a star. So I feel like this is more of your ancestors and spirit guides telling you it's time for you to lead as well, to step into your Emperor energy. Then we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups could represent new love, new friendships. Let's get clarifiers for the Three of Cups and Hierophant. All right. So we have the Nine of Cups that came out um, over the Three of Cups and the Hierophant. Let's get clarifiers for the Star card. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Your ancestors, you may have stood your ground against something, and your ancestors are celebrating you because you did the damn thing. Okay? You did the goddamn thing. You you stood in your power, you stood in your true and authentic energy against all odds, and Spirit is very happy, very proud of you for the strength that you displayed in overcoming toxicity, maybe toxic relationships or addictions. Um, Clarifiers for the Page of Cups. I feel like someone didn't treat you in the way that they should have. And they're finally real, and you finally stood your ground towards this person, finally stood your ground and didn't take it anymore. You called back your power and, received the healing that you needed to receive on your own. And, this person may come back to apologize, but I don't know if you're going to accept it. Bottom of the deck for this entire reading is the Seven of Cups. And like, you know, now that you've stood your ground and you're standing in your power, you're now seeing all the opportunities that, were always at your fingertips. But you couldn't see it before because this person may have had you under an illusion, feeling like you're not worthy, um, playing mind games and such. But now you're, stand your ground in your power. And this is new energy for you. You're just overwhelmed with all of the options and not really sure which way to turn, whether you want to go back to this past situation or keep moving forward. And it's funny, the card that came out over that apology coming in after, with the healing is adjustments. And that card says looking back and then moving forward. So you're definitely at a crossroads here. Perhaps why there is that confusion card. Bottom of the deck, we have hostilities, conflict, and unrest. So, yeah, this is a confusing time. There's a conflict and unrest here with, I feel like, more like with your counterpart, because they're not used to this energy. They're not used to you standing up, and not taking their bullshit. And that's just, I feel like that's just the energy that a lot of people are in. I even got, that similar energy from Cancer. Look, the card came out, speaking your truth. It's truth. Throat chakra, she's holding her throat. I feel like the colors on this card is more purple. So you are following your intuition, your inner guidance system. You're tuning into your star player. You're trusting yourself. You're doing what is right for you. And this is causing conflict and unrest, not only for you, because this is new energy, but for the people around you. Like, look, the next card that came out under adjustment, looking back and moving forward, is solitude. And that's, we have a girl on here, and she's out by her lonesome, enjoying her own space while people are back there partying. But she's good. She's having just as much fun as they are by herself with, within nature, the butterflies, with the animals, you know, by her lonesome. And you got people, you know, wanting to cause drama because you just, exploring new new realms and doing you. They want to come interrupt your peace. Let's see what card come out over the miracles. Cleanse. We got the cleanse card. And here, again, got a lot of full moon energy. Like even on this card, bottom of the deck, the hostilities cards, it's the full moon. She's held, kneeling next to a jaguar. The jaguar is one of the most vicious of the felines. Um, Underneath that is achievement, effort. It says effort plus intention equals achievement. Beneath that is sacred breath and sound, life force and communication. Even the Cancer reading had song, and on that song card it had Tibetan bowls, which is sacred sounds, pure sound energy that pierces through the cells and heal and realigns what may be realigns the dis-ease and bring it into ease. But on this cleanse card, she has her sage in her hands, crystals, and again that full moon energy, that intuition energy. You remember her shirt was purple, so again more of that intuition energy. You're definitely needing to separate yourself. Bottom of the deck, we have judgment. Right? So that can speak about making a final decision, one in which you can't go back on. Um, Underneath the judgment card is knowledge, and underneath that is surrender. So you may have come into some information. I feel like there might have been a third party situation going on here. Honestly, we have the divine masculine card. It says electric and active power. I'm definitely um, feeling some third party energy here. You know, I did speak about you standing your ground, celebration by your ancestors, wish fulfillment, divine masculine, active power, and then truth, throat chakra. I feel like you, again, you are taking that active power, you're speaking your truth, you're standing up for yourself. Your ancestors are very happy that you are speaking up against these hostilities, the conflict and the unrest within your relationship. You're speaking up against the confusion in your relationship because perhaps you are sensing that there is a third party. Or maybe you know, maybe it has come to your um, attention in some way that, you know, there was some infidelity going on. Page of Swords, Two of Cups. You've gotten some information about this soulmate relationship via perhaps your intuition. Remember, we saw the moon uh, rules the High Priestess card. The moon speaks about illusions. Here go another card with a full moon and walking away. The Eight of Cups is walking away. She's walking towards the full moon, walking towards the uh, the clearing of that illusion. Um, but that's the second row of cards. I need to put them down because I'm trying to interpret those, and we're not even at that point yet. Yo, family, definitely I'm feeling third party situation that you may be walking away from. Again, tarot should only be used as confirmation. It should only confirm what you already know. So if I'm not saying anything that you have felt in your um, in your gut for a minute, then this is not your reading. Don't try to make it fit. Um, but your intuition has been telling you something isn't right. And perhaps you've gotten that some concrete information as we have the King of Pentacles here. And then after the King of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you've been really grounded um, within yourself, standing firm, 10 toes down, and that's the reason why you can stand in this masculine energy and make yourself heard. Nine of Pentacles is that single energy. And so maybe you made yourself heard and say, you know, I can't do this anymore. Um, Deciding to, you know, be alone at this time. King of Wands, and protecting your peace at all costs. Five of Swords is the mental conflict, the mind games. You don't want to play these mind games anymore with this person that you perhaps were married to. You don't want to play these mind games anymore within this family dynamic because we have the Ten of Cups here followed by the Two of Wands and then the Four of Swords. So that's definitely moving on because the Two of Wands, yes, is a decision to stay stagnant or to move to the next level. And you are deciding to move to the next level and to move on. And the following card is the Four of Swords, which is that um, energy of, laying in your coffin and on that, reflecting on the fact that you could have died, but since in you are alive laying in that coffin, you know, really taking in the reality that you could have been living in a whole different dimension. You could have transitioned to a whole nother realm, spirit body, not be on this physical plane, but reflecting on the life that you lived and not making those same mistakes anymore. And that's a perfect segue into this next row of cards, which speaks of solitude and adjustment. The adjustment card says looking back and moving forward. So, like, that's again perfect segue, perfect explanation of the Four of Swords, looking back so that you can figure out how to move forward. And the Knight of Cups here could be that moving in love, not allowing this past relationship to jade you, taking accountability on how you allow people to perhaps run over you because you didn't want that negative side to come out, because it can be ugly, it can be real ugly, you know. But with the Hierophant card out here, you are, an evolved Scorpio, so you know how to work that shadow side of you. It's like the Heru and Set dynamic. And it's like you know how to control your ego now. You use it. It's a tool. You don't let it rule you, but you rule it and use it. It's a righteous. Um, I can't. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. A righteous anger. It's about using that shadow when because everything can't be roses and posies. Sometimes you got to get angry, you know, but for a righteous cause and your well-being, your life, your peace is definitely a righteous cause. So you're moving forward in love, and it says idyllic time. It says the garden and paradise with the solitude card. Everything that you've been looking for is within you. And when you do the work, Spirit will help guide you to that inner peace. So as we go into the clarifiers, we start out with the Four of Cups, which is the depression card. The Four of Cups, and then we go into the King of Cups here. And then the Eight of Pentacles. And then the Eight of Cups. So the King of Cups in this, with these cards here, usually can represent, and lately, for me, I feel like it represented, a manipulative person. But in this case, King of Cups is water. This could represent you. Stepping into your full power, being your full and authentic self, and doing the work that you have come here to do. You are seeing that you need more. You deserve more. Let's get some of these cards out here. You deserve more. And there's more out there for you. The Eight of Cups card is, that energy of it's not broken. But just because it isn't broken don't mean it can't be better. Your life may not have been broken where you were. But according to this reading, it looks like it may have been. And so you know that there's better out there. There's more for you, and you know that you deserve that. So you're walking away to find that. And yes, it may be painful, Three of Swords here. But in time, it will get easier. But yeah, you're walking away from a heartbreak and heartache that may have lasted for a very long time. The toxicity, the addictions, to the lies and the deceit of deceiving yourself, perhaps. But, you know, it's over. Ten of Swords. You know, it could have been you know, you've exacted a painful, it was a painful ending, period. It was a painful ending. But we have the Fool card here, taking that leap of faith. And then we have the King of Swords here. But you took that leap of faith to walk away, and now I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You can see all obstacles in your way. So now that you can see them, you can leap over them. Before you couldn't see clearly. It was raining, so you were stumbling and tripping over all kinds of things. But now the rain is clearing and you're seeing clearer, and you're taking the action. You're making mind over heart decisions. So I just started shuffling these. So as we go back to this first row of cards, it says failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. So, I mean, I feel like you've come to the conclusion that this past relationship, or it could have been, work situation. This could be work. You just take it as it applies. It failed. It didn't go the way it should have. But failure is only learning. So continue to move with confidence and resilience, and know that you are loved beyond measure. All right? That ain't doing too much of nothing. And it's reversed, so you can't really see it. But yeah, where am I gonna put these? Move that over and put those there. Okay. So in this row, the row cards that we're discussing now, it says life is conspiring for me. Exactly. So this life is conspiring for you. This solitude is all working in your favor. This adjustment of you being in solitude and being by yourself, and maybe single at this time, is working for you. It's not happening to you, but it's happening for you. This is bringing you to your garden, bringing you closer to your paradise. Okay, in the last row of cards, we have cleanse, we have miracles, we have the Page of Cups, and the Judgment card. Perfect segue. Like you're making a judgment that, this immature love is not paradise for you. And like I said, you know, exacted judgment on this, which is you walking away, which is opening yourself up to miracles. You need to cleanse your environment, cleanse everything. If you have successfully, walked away from that relationship, you need to cleanse the house, just cleanse your mind, cleanse mind, body, and spirit, right? Wow. And I spoke about the shadow, didn't I? I was just shuffling and these cards came out. It says, I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. It says, the next card says, I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. And that's that Four of Swords energy. It's like reflecting, looking back, and now moving forward. How are you going to use your time? You're not going to keep making the same mistakes. Look at that. It says, I gather more wisdom each day. You're not going to keep making the same mistakes because you are gathering the wisdom. You're taking it all in, like for real, this time. Before you may have been willy-nilly about it, but times it's too real right now. So the first card out is the Six of Cups, that healing card. And we have the Nine of Wands, no longer playing the victim, which is opening you up to abundance. The the little card here, says, I speak truth and act upon my realizations. And remember, the first goddamn row of cards, we had the truth card and the girl holding her throat chakra. I speak truth and act upon my realizations. Okay? Before, you probably did a whole lot of talking, but no action. But now, with this divine masculine card out here, it's electric and active power. You are taking action powerfully. And it's confusing the hell out of the people who know you, maybe family and friends. It's confusing the hell out of them because at first could have got away with, I mean, they've been getting away with the bullshit for so long, but you're saying no. Like I said, judgment over the page of cups. You're saying no to these immature ass relationships with people, whether it's lovers, family, or friends. It's like you're not taking that anymore. You're not taking that anymore. And you are balancing out the energy within your shadow side. It says, I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. So it's like you're not wasting any more time with these toxic relationships. Even the toxic relationship that you have within yourself about being afraid of your dark side and your shadow side, you're now learning how to use that in your favor when when it needs to be used, but in with wisdom. So again, we have the Six of Cups. That's the healing card. Nine of Wands, no longer playing the victim, which is opening you up to abundance, to nurturing here with the Empress card. Really tapping into that divine feminine energy and bringing about that balance to unrequited love yourself. You're finding that balance within yourself. You're in alignment. Your conscious, subconscious, and your superconscious are now in alignment. At first, you may not have believed your superconscious. This is the conscious, what you know and you see. And this, the top of the pyramid of the triangle is the spirit connection, the superconscious. You know, this part was what was missing that, interfered with that connection, the balance there. But now you have balanced that out with, miracles here, the ancient wisdom, and you balancing out that your intuition, like truly listening to your intuition, that completed the trine. And now the superconscious can come in, spirit can bless you. So, and that's bringing the next card out after the lovers. It's justice. That's bringing you justice on all of the arguments, perhaps or strong words of people maybe cussing you out for walking away from them or, choosing you. And the people that offered you these page ass offers. It's like you're going to receive justice for all of the heartache and pain that you've been through as you embarked on this journey of putting yourself first and loving you first. Because how the hell are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself? And you understand that now on a whole different level. And yes, it's causing hostilities, conflict, and unrest, but it's divinely orchestrated. Judgment, knowledge, and the surrender card. And then we have the mantra. The mantra card speaks of, affirmations basically. I am powerful. I am safe. I am loved. And like it says, which one of these cards? I am loved beyond measure. You have to know that even though you speak your truth, you will still be loved. You probably feel like you can't speak your truth because it's going to hurt someone and they're not going to love you. Or they may walk away. If they do, then they're toxic. That's not someone you need to be around anyway. So I feel like you're walking away from toxic relationships, going into solitude, and it is paradise for you. It's going to have to be, it's an adjustment for you, and it's going to definitely adjustment for other people. But you're following your star. You're stepping into your star power, and you're moving in love for yourself. So don't be afraid. You are loved. Life is conspiring for you to reach your highest good. So keep moving forward. Do what you have to do for you. Follow your heart. So, that's what I have for you guys. And again, remember, if this is not confirmation of something that you already know and already have been feeling, then this is not your reading. This is not your message. Don't try to make it fit. But if it is confirmation and you've been feeling this within your heart, your mind's eye, and you just maybe didn't have the words or couldn't really explain what you were feeling and within, then here you go. All right, family. I love you all, and until next time.